I start the story. I start with a what if. What could have happened? I'm thinking in this case, what if that girl who was so unpopular in your school vanishes? That's sort of the very first thing. Second thing I start thinking is, who's going to tell the story? Is it going to be somebody who is normal or different, or, you know, male, female, old, young, whatever it is? I start putting together the pieces. And in this case, I thought about, what about this kid who would also sort of feel alienation, who would come out of the woods at the age of 6, knowing nobody, knowing nothing about his background, and 30 years later still not know where he came from? Wouldn't these two alienated people have some kind of kismet, some kind of thing going on, where one searching for the other would be something that would be interesting to kind of follow. I also try to learn about him as I go along. I really do think of that iceberg effect, where you're only showing a little bit, but there's a whole world underneath. I don't think about it beforehand, though. A lot of writers will actually write long bios on their characters. They can tell you what they had for breakfast June 4th, 1973. They can tell about their first kiss, all of that. I prefer to start with more of just a little bit of something, knowledge, and kind of learn a bit about that person as I go along. Sometimes the characters surprise me too. But what's interesting is how quickly they kind of rise up. I think the one key thing you have to have as a writer is empathy. You have to be able to get, it doesn't mean you're a good person, not necessarily in that way, but empathy in the sense that I can get into all these different people's heads. I can see and understand their perspective. And that's a big part of writing in general.
Hachette,